Respected chairperson, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, researchers, students, and participants, a very warm good evening to everyone. It is my great pleasure to introduce our esteemed resources person for today's sessions, Dr. Varsha Ratan. Dr. Varsha Ratan is currently serving as an assistant professor at DAV University Jalandhar. She is dedicated academician and researcher specializing in soil science with a strong passion of sustainable agriculture, soil health, water management, and precision farming. She completed her Doctor of Philosophy in Soil Science from CSK Himachal Pradesh Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Palanpur, where her research focused on the effect of drip line placement, organic layering, and fertigation on the productivity of tomato and cucumber under protected cultivation. Dr. Varsha has actively contributed to agriculture research through research paper, review articles, book chapters, and presentation at numerous national and international conferences. Her work spans soil fertility, fertigation, subsurface drip irrigation, organic nutrient management, water use efficiency, and sustainable farming practices. She has also published research in reputed scientific journals and has delivering lecture and training sessions on soil microbiology and modern agriculture technologies. Along with her research achievement, she is recognized for her expertise in curriculum development, student mentoring, academic writing, and scientific communication, making her a respected educator and mentor for aspiring agriculture professionals. We are truly honored to have such a distinguished academician and researcher with us today. On behalf of Edu-Mentors Private Limited and EDSART, I extend to heartfelt welcome to Dr. Varsha Ratan and sincerely thank her for accepting our invitation to share her valuable knowledge and expertise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me extending a warm virtual round of applause to welcome our esteemed speaker, Dr. Varsha Ratan.
Thank you so much for your kind words. So, without wasting any time, I guess I should proceed with the presentation, right? Okay, so I'll be sharing my presentation. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I'm going to share my slide. Just kindly let me know if it's visible or not.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible. आप slides mode में लगा दो इसको.
Okay. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so thank you again so very much for your kind words. So I welcome you all to this lecture. A very good evening to one and all present here, and welcome to each and every student, faculty members, worthy professors, teachers, whosoever has joined this lecture. I welcome you all, and I hope this lecture you learn something from this lecture. So let me start. So before proceeding with the lecture, I would like to start with a nice quote which says, "Our intelligence is what makes us humans, and AI is an extension of that quality." So, the topic for today's lecture is use of artificial intelligence and information and communication technology for efficient water management in agriculture. Okay, so I think I forgot to mention my introduction. Where am I teaching? So I'm Dr. Varsha Ratan, and I am a faculty of agricultural sciences in DAV University Jalandhar. So here are the content of this lecture. So, as all of you know, water is the most important resource whose cleanliness and accessibility is often taken for granted. But for some people, or some areas, or some countries, this water its accessibility and lack is a life or death situation. As the population is increasing to over 9.7 billion in 2050, the global population and water withdrawal over time is increasing. Globally, the major consumer of water is agriculture sector, which is consuming around 70% of the water total water withdrawal. The rapid urbanization and continuous use of water has led to mismanagement of the water resources. In general, we all know that this management is going on from years and years, but it is our negligency that we are not taking proper attention and therefore leading to mismanagement. And the need of the hour is to manage the water resources before it gets scarce. And in many countries, it is the water is in scarcity condition. So this mismanagement of water, who is the main figure who is undergoing this or experiencing the most scarcity of the water? Who are the people? They are mostly the farmers. The farmers are the people who are struggling a lot, as they know that the scarcity of water is leading to the hello, am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So as we know that agriculture is all about the farmers, right? The farmers, they, if they are not present, agriculture won't be happening. But along with them, all these things, water is the major resource. If water is not available, the farmer won't be able to. He knows, he understands that, and he changes his agricultural decisions because of these water scarcity. So these are the key challenges the farmers face in water management, which are water access, water use efficiency, and water replenishment. So to achieve food security for present as well as for future generation, the need of the hour is to increase more crop per drop of water. So how can it be achieved? It can be achieved by the use of various technologies and precision agriculture. So we will talk about the AI, which increases the or which increases the water resource, not increase, but manages the water resources. So what is basically AI? AI refers to the AI refers to the ability of a computer program to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. AI was first coined by John McCarthy in 1956. So what are the components of AI? Let's have a look on that. AI constitutes of data input, AI algorithm, and output. Data input, data input refers to the information, the diverse and quality information. And in agriculture sector, we have, it is data rich sector. But the main problem which occurs is that in agriculture sector, the data is scattered and it is not efficiently utilized. So in this AI data input, we learn to make decisions by training on the data that can be formed by any number of sources. It can be either through remote sensing, or it can be through IoT sensors or soil sensors, etc. Next comes the AI algorithm. AI algorithm is the model where the data is put and it works according. What happens in standard computer algorithm? The model is already fitted in. Whereas in agriculture algorithm, it forms a logic through the data which is put into it. So this various algorithms which we can think of are like, for example, clustering algorithm, regression algorithm, and classification algorithm. In classification algorithm, what happens is that in this algorithm, the data is classified into various classes. And in a regression algorithm, it is basically used for predicting the outcomes like the crop yield, weather forecasts, etc. And in clustering algorithm, what happens is that data forms the similar data, it forms into a cluster, and to identify a hidden trend. And output is basically the AI transformed data input which we had used. So AI basically transforms that, and what we get in return is the output. Now, how does AI work? Now, as I have discussed in the earlier slide, what happens is in general standard computer algorithm, what happens? It takes the input to produce a required output using a logical model, which is already in it. Like, and what's the difference between the standard computer algorithm and AI algorithm is that in artificial intelligence, it is a type of algorithm where the AI algorithm gets trained by the data itself. For example, let me give you an example that like historical rainfall or other meteorological data are routinely they are used to train the data for weather forecast. And in agriculture, what else example can come, like for example, we these models, or sorry, these AI algorithms are trained, for example, images of pests. They are used to train AI models that are able to detect and classify the type of a pest. So this training enables the artificial intelligence to translate new data into new insights. So there are different types of AI. First is artificial narrow intelligence. Next is artificial general intelligence and artificial super intelligence. Now, AI is basically a next slide is AI is basically what? It is a broader umbrella under which all must have heard about machine learning and deep learning. We'll not go deeper into it since it belongs to computer side more, but just like a crux of that, AI is basically what? A broader umbrella which consists of them. All these three are subsets of each other. This machine learning, it is a subset of AI that focuses on getting machines to make decisions by feeding them data. It mostly emphasizes on learning rather than computer programming. It uses various algorithms to analyze the data, recognize the patterns within the data, and further predict it. And about deep learning, it is a subset of machine learning that uses the concept of neural networks to solve complex problems. So it deals with the algorithms inspired by the structure and functioning of human brain. It can handle huge amount of data. It can be structured or it can be non-structured. But in deep learning, training time is more and testing time is less. Here are some of the AI models uh, which I have discussed, but not in detail. Just an idea of the different models which can be used in agriculture sector or which are used here as well. So first is the artificial neural network. Artificial neural network, it includes large number of connected processing units that work together to process information. It is basically used to solve problems of tabular data or text data or any image data. But it is not effective for image type of data when the size of the images are large. And many researchers have been actively using this in hydrology, hydraulics, and water resource management for water and groundwater level testing and quality forecasting, rainfall, runoff estimation, etc., and also for flood management. Next is support vector machines. So this is also an AI model in which labeled data, the labeled data goes and the model training happens, and then prediction model and new data, it gives rise to the um, efficient or effective output. Next is the fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic is the logical underlying approximate rather than exact model of reasoning. It is based on intuition and judgment. So there is no need of any mathematical model. It is very simple and very fast as it is based on the judgment process. Next is the adaptive neuro-fuzzy inference system, which integrates the neural networks and fuzzy logic principles, and it has the ability to take advantage of both within a single framework. So, how can artificial intelligence help in agriculture? So, as we have seen, we always are on phones. We have seen various things now advanced. Like everything has been so advanced in agriculture. Also, I don't know how many of you've seen, but in daily news channels or even in the progressive farmers, they are using this AI. Even in your cell phones, through your cell phones, we can use or we can help the even the farmers, and we can help in increasing the agriculture sector or enhancing this agriculture or our crop production. So how it is helpful? It helps in soil health monitoring, water management, improving crop productivity, optimization of pest and weed management, and better price realization for farmers. So there are ample of applications which we can get from Play Store, and through these applications we can operate and easily use various applications for agriculture purposes. So what are the advantages of AI? The advantages of AI includes efficient decision making, real time assessment. पहले क्या होता था कि हम लोगों को एक पहले क्या, इवन अभी भी अगर हम एआई नहीं यूज करते हैं तो ह्यूमन एरर होने, जो हम लोग डेटा लेते हैं उसमें क्या चांसेस होते हैं, ह्यूमन एरर के बहुत ज्यादा चांसेस होते हैं. सो रियल टाइम डेटा, यू विल गेट द डेटा एट दैट टाइम एंड इट विल बी वेरी एक्यूरेट. बेटर इंसाइट्स, रिड्यूस्ड एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट्स. सिंस हम बहुत प्रिसाइज तरीके से सब कुछ यूज करेंगे तो अल्टीमेटली द इम्पैक्ट्स विल बी lesser, and less human efforts and remote access where we are not able to go easily. हम लोग different चीज़ों से आगे हम उसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे, तो हम डेटा बहुत अच्छे और एक्यूरेटली हम ले सकते हैं डेटा को. So we'll discuss about some AI based technologies for water management. So these are all some of the AI. ये सारे क्या जो अब हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे कुछ, तो ये क्या हैं, ये सारे AI बेस्ड एग्री प्रोग्राम्स हैं या एप्स हैं जो कि दैट वर्क फॉर दी फॉर हाउ efficiently can we manage the water resources when we talk about agriculture. So conserve water, it helps the farmers. It is basically what it is, AI powered agri-tech application. It is Indian origin based, and it helps the farmers to grow more with less resources. Less water is used, less electricity is used, and less fertilizers and are used. Ultimately, it will lead to less money. Less money will be uh, required to use these. So conserve water is basically, it is a AI powered platform which uses various satellites, weather data, and other real time based data along with the AI algorithm to predict exact irrigation water requirements. It can be used for any size of operation by giving water applications to exact crop needs. So by doing this, जितना क्रॉप को रिक्वायर्ड है उतना ही पानी देके this technology has achieved around 30% reduction in the water usage. So this is one of the platform. Next is Subplant. So Subplant is a unique AI powered system. इसमें क्या होता है? It uses advanced algorithm that analyze live data. जितना data हम लोगों को मिल रहा है, whether it may be your soil temperature, soil sensors के through मिल रहा है हमें, या plant sensors, different sensors which are used that analyze the live data, either maybe from plants or maybe from soil या फिर meteorological sensors के through, जितनों के थ्रू हमें ये लाइव डेटा मिल रहा है, ये सारा इट गेट्स ट्रांसलेटेड इनटू irrigation recommendations and commands. So it allows automated growth based irrigation. All the data is sent to the subplant server and then later to the clouds, और उसके बेस पे फिर irrigation recommendation और commands दिए जाते हैं. It allows automated growth based irrigation, and around 20% less water has been like resulted in this, and along with that around 5 to 10% increase in the yield can be achieved through this, and you will get all the details in your mobile as well. So next is the digital farming. Digital farming is a technology developed in Japan using IoTs and AI to make advances in fertigation process. तो इसके लिए कोई inexperienced farmer भी है, वो भी इसको use करके कितना amount, right amount of water and how much right amount of fertilizer is required, वो इसके through farmer कोई inexperienced भी है, वो भी इसको उसके लिए भी ये बहुत helpful है, and it will ultimately help to improve the productivity while reducing the water consumption. Okay, so next is the blue tentacles. Blue tentacle system is extremely easy. It is an Italian startup that has come up with a precision based AI system to make advances. Sorry. Okay, so this blue tentacles, what is it? It is basically an Italian startup that has come up with a precision based AI system and aims at using the water only when it is necessary. So it is very easy to manage and it is designed to meet the real needs of the farmers. Its interference is very simple and intuitive, and all what is needed is IoT devices like your smartphones, uh, through which you can have your crop under your control, and real time reporting of field data and irrigation management. So these AI models, the different AI models used for predicting the water quality of groundwater are, as you can see on the screen, like SVM super vector machines, fuzzy logic based machine learning models, artificial neural networks models, which we had earlier discussed. So now comes the information and communication technology. It is basically the conversion and integration of information and communication technologies that enables the users to access, store, transmit, process and manipulate the information. तो basically ये क्या है? ये combination है, integration है information का और various technologies, जो communication technologies है उनका, in order to get and store the data and manipulate all the information. So what are the advantages of these? So it is basically, first of all, it is very time saving. जो काम हम लोगों को मैनुअली करने में बहुत टाइम लगता है, इफ फॉर एग्जांपल इफ वी वांट टू गो टू अ फील्ड, इफ वी वांट कि हम लोगों ने कहीं पर्टिकुलर एरिया में पानी देना है ना, अपनी फील्ड में, तो फर्स्ट वी हैव टू गो, है ना, उसके बाद हम लोग वहां पे ऑपरेट करेंगे. बट थ्रू यूजिंग दिस AI एंड ICTs व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि हम लोगों को सिर्फ सेल फोन पे एक बटन ऑन करना है, एक स्विच ऑफ ऑन का स्वाइप करना है, and that's all we have to do. So it is very much time saving. It receives information faster and timely और accurate. आपको जैसे पहले भी हमने डिस्कस किया था कि accurate data आपको इससे मिलेगा ही. No human error will be involved in this. It enables and facilitates communication. It organizes, transports, inputs and workforce, and it increases, ultimately it will increase the productivity, efficiency and sustainability of the farmers. अगर ये सब टाइमली सारा आपका क्रॉप का काम हो रहा है, इरिगेशन है, चाहे आपकी फर्टिगेशन है, चाहे आपने स्प्रे करनी है, अगर वो टाइमली हो रहा है, एक्यूरेट अमाउंट में हो रहा है, प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन आप लोगों को जा रहा है और फार्मर्स को जा रहा है, इनपुट्स प्रॉपर हैं, सारा वर्क सब ढंग से हो रहा है, so ultimately what will happen is it will ultimately lead to your productivity, increase in the productivity, efficiency and sustainability. So these are some of the information and communication technology includes smart meters, cloud computing, sensors like soil sensors हो गए, your plant sensors हो गए, GIS, smartphones and internets, mobiles, and your remote sensing and satellite imagery. सो स्मार्ट मीटर्स, आई यू मस्ट हैव, आजकल तो बहुत सुनने में आ रहा है कि सब जगह स्मार्ट मीटर्स लग रहे हैं. सो बेसिकली व्हाट आर स्मार्ट मीटर्स? दीज आर द एडवांस मीटरिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, AMI, and automatic metering reading systems that use advanced technology to read, monitor, and maintain water utility distribution systems. So, a network of these smart meters, they automatically communicate data between user, utilities, and consumers. And iska advantages kya hai? That it reduces the meter reading costs and errors, and जो कोई कई बार लीकेज हो जाती है उसको भी ये डिटेक्ट करता है. इट कंजर्व्स वाटर अल्टीमेटली. अगर लीकेज को डिटेक्ट करेगा तो कंजर्वेशन होगी. एंड देन it improves and gives accurate and transparent detailed consumption of the data. Next is your cloud computing. Cloud computing, acha, next, cloud computing is basically the storing, managing, accessing the data and programs on the remote servers hosted on internet instead of computer hardware drives. All of you must have heard clouds. तो क्या होता है कि डेटा इतना ज़्यादा होता है कि आप कंप्यूटर पे उसको स्टोर नहीं कर सकते हो. So clouds have been made for storing large amount of data. Then comes your sensors. So sensors are the devices that detect and responds um, to the some type of the inputs. They are relatively affordable and they allow measurements to be taken remotely or real time and with minimal human interventions. So these basically they respond to some type of inputs from the physical environment. Inputs can be either, it can be light, heat, pressure, एक्सेट्रा. जैसे हम सब ने सुना है सॉइल सेंसर्स होते हैं, प्लांट सेंसर्स होते हैं. Next is GIS and remote sensing. So this ICT, in geographic information system, it helps in storage and management of geospatial data, hydrological management, modeling of the groundwater, quality analysis of water, water supply management, and the remote sensing. It helps in delineating the surface water bodies, estimating the meteorological variables, estimating hydrological variables, and to estimate the evapotranspiration. So various projects utilizing ICT on water management, smart irrigation system. So smart irrigation system is an advanced system which involves the use of various sensors that are able to sense water requirements of the plants. This ability is achieved by combining multiple technologies, just automation, sensors, and your knowledge. So this is an innovative approach of watering and enabling by enabling the connected sensors, devices, and remote controllers, and it determines when and how long to irrigate the crop by assessing the weather and your soil conditions. Next is Water Productivity Open Access Portal. So this is a portal which monitors and reports agriculture water productivity. This tool allows querying of data, time series analysis, area statistics related to water and land use assessment. Um FAO has developed a remote sensing database that monitors agriculture productivity. So it gives the users the access of wide variety of real-time satellite data collected over a span of 10 years. So this tool provides an open access of water database over underlying maps divided into 3 to 4 scale levels. So you can check it on FAO site also. You can see such kind of pages on that, where you can have a look on the continental and your national and subnational areas, and you can have an uh, knowledge about the gross biomass water productivity. Next is your cloud and solar hybrid smart irrigation system. So, in which various smart sensors are used, and the Arduino and AI automation systems are used, cloud system is used, and further it leads to easy application of water through drip, since it has smart valve and smart water meters attached. Next is SWIM. SWIM stands for Sustainable Water and Innovative Irrigation Management, that provides multidimensional water use data that can be used for comprehensive agricultural water management. So we get irrigation efficiency, the percentage of how much water a farm is using. So a crop water budget is produced with the data collected over 60 times an hour. It is aggregated, then it is quality checked, and then it is delivered to the client through multiple platforms. And it helps to save around 30% of water and increase in the yield to about 10%. Next is Nano Ganesh. Ganesh is a mobile based remote control system exclusively for the use with water pump sets in agriculture areas, in which we use uh, सेल फोन्स. तो सेल फोन्स में क्या है, ये नैनो गणेश एक एप्लीकेशन है जो कि रिमोट कंट्रोल सिस्टम है, जिसमें हम वाटर पंप को ऑफ स्विच ऑफ एंड ऑन कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. नैनो गणेश इट इज एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक हार्ड बेस्ड रिमोट कंट्रोल solution for controlling the remote pumps with the help of your cell phones. It is very simple. It is simple and low cost solution for empowering the farmers irrespective of any language, age or education. तो इसको कोई भी यूज कर सकता है, since it is very easy to operate. Next is Aquastat. Aquastat, it aims to provide users interested in global, regional and national analysis with comprehensive information related to water resources. It collects, analyzes, and then spreads the data and information by country or by religion on water resources, water use, and agriculture, water management. And it provides data, various reports, maps, tables on water resources or dams or any water related institutes, and it consists of around 170 to 180 variables. And then is fully irrigation scheduler. So it is a mobile and a web based application formed to estimate the reference evapotranspiration, and these applications have been provided uh, for the farmers, for helping the farmers, the progressive growers, scientists of state agriculture universities, krishi vigyan kendras, various NGOs, and from Department of Agriculture for the purpose of testing and validating. So these applications have been prepared. Basically ये जो है ये आपका राहुरी के द्वारा बनाया गया है. तो ये मराठी और इंग्लिश, लोकल मराठी लैंग्वेज में और इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में ये अवेलेबल है. नेक्स्ट इज योर अनमैन्ड एरियल व्हीकल्स, जिनको हम यूएवी भी बोलते हैं. यूएवी इज these are basically the drones and the aircrafts which are operated remotely by human operator, yeah, autonomously by any by an onboard computer. So that in drones, what happens, the data is collected through them, then they are provided, and the raw data is converted into analytical, through analytical models. It is further, it um, uh, is helpful in various like spraying or your irrigation purpose. तो जो different area unmanned aerial vehicles में, for example, आपके fixed wing drone आ गया, quad copter आ गया. ठीक है, तो इसमें इन केस ऑफ फिक्स्ड विंग ड्रोन क्या होता है कि इट कैप्चर्स द फोटोज, 3 photos per second, and type of terrain where it is mostly used are plain terrains. And quadcopter, it captures around 3 photos per second, and the type of terrain where it is mostly used are hilly areas. And the weight of quadcopter is around 1.5 to 5 kg. Next is importance of UAVs in agriculture water management. It helps in mapping the agricultural fields. It helps to know the crop stress and its health. It helps in the modeling of evapotranspiration, and it helps in estimating the crop water productivity. So, how does this drone surveys? I have given a methodology of it. First, what happens? First, drone it first selects first selection of area, selection of an area for survey and estimation is done. Then flight. Then the next step is flight planning. Then the flight is planned. The third step is the survey, drone survey. Then the drone surveys the particular selected area. Then the drone it captures the images. The images are processed, uh, creating ortho mosaic and georeferencing images, and then superimposed village map is made, and then area assessment and crop identification is done, and then data is entered. So what are these orthomosaic images? They are basically the large map quality images with high detailed and resolution. Heliborne survey. Heliborne survey, it was launched by Ministry of Jal Shakti in arid areas of Rajasthan as a part of National Aquifer Mapping Project. It was developed by CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, National Geophysical Research Institute. The geophysical mapping technique, it provides a high resolution 3D images of subsurface up to around a depth of 500 meters below the ground. And the first phase is area spanning of around 1 lakh square kilometers and around 65,000 square kilometers in Rajasthan, 3,200 square kilometers in Gujarat, and 2,500 square kilometers in Haryana. So let's discuss some case studies. So impact of drone survey. So in 2020, Kole in Maharashtra they did a drone survey in which drones were used to measure the area under irrigation in the state of Maharashtra, and the drone technology was successfully used in irrigation and water sector. The total area irrigated earlier, um, the increase was around 13.88 lakh hectares from the last year's assessment, which was 10.71 lakh hectares, with a true presentation of the actual crop growth, as you can see in the photograph. Next it was done by Muhammad in Egypt in 2013. He studied responses of tomato growth, yield, and water use efficiency for intelligent irrigation system and intelligent irrigation system and irrigation control system, in which uh, it was seen, or it was found that when he used intelligent irrigation system, the water use efficiency, total yield, and all the growth parameters were higher in intelligent irrigation system as compared to the irrigation control system. Navarro in 2016 in Spain, he did a work on smart irrigation decision support system in citrus, and it was seen that a reduction of 22% of irrigation requirements was observed using this system as compared to the previous years. Liu and Zhu in 2018 in China, they studied an automatic and they carried a research on an automatic irrigation control system for soilless culture of lettuce, and it was seen that when they used intelligent and smart irrigation system, it was seen that the irrigation total water drainage, they showed better results as compared to the manual control irrigation systems. Next, Bar Kunan in Coimbatore in 2019, he carried a research on smart sensors for automatic drip irrigation system for paddy cultivation, and it was seen that using smart drip irrigation system, the maturity, flowering, field preparation, planting, everything showed higher results as compared to the manual flood irrigation or simple drip irrigation system. Zia in 2021 in Karachi, he compared IoT based and traditional irrigation scheduling on flood irrigated subtropical lemon farm, and it was seen that the decision support system showed higher um, lemon per acre, higher yield per acre, and the water usage was also less in IoT based irrigation scheduling as compared to the traditional irrigation system. Saab in 2019 in Lebanon studied or assessed the smartphone application for real time irrigation scheduling in durum wheat, and it was seen that blue leaf application showed higher results of above ground dry biomass, grain yield, and irrigation volume as compared to the control or compared to the farmer or the rain fed treatments. Miller in 2018 in Georgia, he compared a smartphone irrigation scheduling application with water balance and soil moisture based irrigation methods, and it was seen that these the wedge app, it showed higher results, whether it may be in marketable yield, daily water use, irrigation volume, and water use efficiency, all showed better results. Singh in 2021 studied a sensor based carried an experiment and studied sensor based irrigation of maize and soybean under subhumid climate, and it was seen that in sensor based irrigation system, the water use efficiency was higher in maize as well as in soybean crop. So the conclusion: in this digital era, adapting technologies with innovative management, policy, and institutional reforms can greatly improve our agriculture practices and can enhance the farming community. So there are a number of AI based techniques and ICTs which can prove the effectiveness in minimizing the overall agricultural cost, increasing the growth in economy, and reducing the wastage of these essential resources like water. These techniques are effective in reducing human efforts and fastening the planning of agricultural practices. Thus, evolution and availability of artificial intelligence and ICTs have been greatest revolution in the recent years, and have increased the potential of agricultural scientists and extension workers to reach the farming community in a more focused, precise, and specific manner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, if you have any queries and doubts related to this topic, please can ask to ma'am directly.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, thank you so much for the insightful lecture. Someone is asking,
Okay, sure.
what are the limitation of the full irrigation scheduler and how can AI address them?
Okay. Full irrigation system, right? So I have just given an overview of this full irrigation system, which is specifically used there itself in Maharashtra itself. As such, we have not used here. So I do not have an idea about what are the specific limitations since I have not used here. It is basically used in the various state. ये वहीं पे ही बनाया गया है, उन्हीं के थ्रू बनाया गया और वहीं पे ही इसको यूज होता है. I've just given a specific idea कि वर्ल्ड वाइड या इंडिया में क्या क्या चीजें एआई के बेस पे यूज कर रहे हैं आजकल. And what was the next question?
Yes, ma'am. Someone is saying, ma'am, kindly explain slide number 54.
54. ये. Okay. The case study, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So इसमें क्या था कि मिलर जो थे जॉर्जिया में they had compared various smartphone irrigation scheduling applications. तो ये वेज ऐप वीबी डब्ल्यूबी एसएमएस ये डिफरेंट वेज ऐप्स थी, डिफरेंट एप्स थी जिनमें से वेज ऐप ने सबसे बेस्ट रिजल्ट्स शो किए थे. एज यू कैन सी मार्केटेबल यील्ड सबसे हाईएस्ट थी. दो ईयर्स का उन्होंने डेटा लिया था जिसमें द मार्केटेबल यील्ड वाज हायर. डेली वाटर यूज वाज आल्सो हायर एज कंपेयर टू द अदर आईओटी द अदर एप्लीकेशंस. Irrigation volume was also more and water use efficiency was also better. So it is basically it is not compared with the traditional, but it is the comparison of the different smartphone irrigation scheduling applications which he had done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
And someone is asking, सब plant वाला explain कर दीजिए, ma'am.
uh, could you repeat please?
Sub plant.
Subplant.
Yeah.
Okay. Subplant. Subplant क्या है ये? This is one of the AI based program, agri-tech program, in which what happens is live data ये आपके सॉइल सेंसर्स के थ्रू हो सकता है या आपका कोई प्लांट डेटा है या आपको कोई फ्रूट का डेटा है. वो आपके सेंसर्स के थ्रू क्या होगा? सेंसर्स के थ्रू द डेटा विल बी कलेक्टेड. देन सब प्लांट सर्वर्स होते हैं वहां पे वो उसके थ्रू डेटा जो है वो इट फर्दर गेट्स ट्रांसपोर्टेड इनटू द क्लाउड। डेटा कलेक्ट हुआ, सर्वर में गया, सर्वर के थ्रू क्लाउड में गया, क्लाउड में वो स्टोर हो गया। ठीक है, क्लाउड में स्टोर होके फर्दर फिर एप्लीकेशन, मोबाइल में एप्लीकेशंस रहती है इसकी, एप्लीकेशन से फिर हम कमांड देंगे और इरिगेशन को हम कंट्रोल करेंगे बाय द यूज ऑफ मोबाइल, सिंस इट इज अ मोबाइल बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन।
Ma'am, someone is asking, the initial cost required for the adoption of these technologies is very high. So, is it
Yeah.
worth it for commercial scale?
Uh, I am not able to hear you properly. Can you please repeat the question?
Sure, ma'am. We are made shape asked that the initial cost required for the adoption of these technologies is very high. So,
Actually,
is it
आपकी ना
worth
आवाज
it for
डबल आ रही
commercial?
है। I'm not able to hear it properly.
Okay.
हेलो,
अब ठीक आ रही है मैम?
हेलो।
हेलो, मैं आपको आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी। हाँ,
हाँ,
प्लीज रिपीट।
मैं कह रहा था, द इनिशियल कॉस्ट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द अडॉप्शन ऑफ दिस टेक्नोलॉजीज इज वेरी हाई, सो इज इट वर्थ इट फॉर कमर्शियल स्केल?
हेलो, एम आई ऑडिबल? हेलो, हेलो।
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
ओके। आप इनिशियल कॉस्ट के बारे में कुछ बात कर रहे हो? इनिशियल कॉस्ट इज हाई ऑफ एआई टेक्नोलॉजीज। डिड यू से दैट? हेलो, हेलो।
हेलो, मैं आपको वॉइस आ रही है मेरी क्लियर?
आप प्लीज रिपीट करेंगे एक बार? एक्चुअली कुछ एरर आ रहा है। आई एम नॉट एबल टू हेयर यू प्रॉपरली।
Okay, I was saying that the initial cost required for the adoption of these technologies is very high. So, is it worth it for commercial scale?
दे कैन बी, ऑल्दो मतलब जो कॉस्ट है, इनिशियल कॉस्ट है वो हाई है, बट इट इज कॉस्ट ऑफ इफेक्टिव फॉर कमर्शियल फार्मिंग, क्योंकि इट हेल्प्स टू ऑप्टिमाइज द इरिगेशन। आपका, आप ये भी देखिए ना कि आपकी जो इरिगेशन है, फर्टिलाइजर यूज है, पेस्ट मैनेजमेंट है, लेबर है, जो कि मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है, इट गेट्स रिड्यूस। बेसिकली आपके इनपुट कॉस्ट जो हैं वो कम हो रहे हैं, एंड इट इंक्रीजेस द यील्ड एंड प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी एज वेल, मतलब टाइम के साथ। तो कमर्शियल स्केल पे हम अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं एआई को। इट इज ऑफन वर्थ द इन्वेस्टमेंट, बिकॉज लॉन्ग टर्म सेविंग्स और प्रोडक्टिविटी के बारे में अगर हम बात करें तो इट आउटवेज द इनिशियल कॉस्ट। अगर आपका प्रोडक्टिविटी और सेविंग्स लॉन्ग टर्म, अगर आप ऑब्वियसली, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि एफिशिएंसी, प्रोडक्टिविटी सब कुछ इंक्रीज होगा, तो इट विल अल्टीमेटली आउटवे द इनिशियल कॉस्ट। सो बस जो मेन प्रॉब्लम रहती है, वो एक चैलेंज रहता है कि जो स्मॉल फार्मर्स हैं, दे आर नॉट एबल टू अफोर्ड दीज सोलली। बट अगर गवर्नमेंट हेल्प करती है, तो देर आर न्यूमरस फार्मर्स हु टेक कीन इंटरेस्ट एंड वांट कि आप अपनी वो एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड्स में या अपने एग्रीकल्चर के अपने प्रोफेशन में वो एआई को इंट्रोड्यूस करें।
Thank you so much, ma'am. On the behalf of Edu-Mentors, Private Limited, EDSARD Society. We extend to our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Varsha Ratan, for delivering an outstanding and highly informative session on use of AI and information communication technology for efficient water management and agriculture. Your insightful presentation brilliantly highlighted the transformative role of artificial intelligence and information and communication technology in promoting efficient water management, precising irrigation, resource conservation, and sustainable agriculture practices. The practical example of innovation approaches you shared inspired participants to explore modern digital technologies for addressing water scarcity and enhancing agriculture productivity. Your expertise and dedication to advancing sustainable agriculture have greatly enriched the knowledge of researchers, academicians, students, professionals, and agriculture webinar. We sincerely appreciate the valuable time, knowledge, and experience you shared with us. Your contribution has made this session truly meaningful and impactful for everyone. We look forward to welcoming you again for future webinars, academic collaborations, and knowledge sharing initiatives. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for all of you to attend this lecture. I hope थोड़ा बहुत आपने कुछ इसमें से कुछ आप गेन करके जा रहे होंगे. So hope we will meet again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Participants, you may leave now.